is gonna be kind of just the simple lat opener that we did. We use the rack in the doorway. You're just gonna hold on to the rack and kind of set your torso back so your arm is nice and long. Your shoulder blade will kind of glide forward. And kind of staying back in your heels if you're gonna saw. You're just gonna keep that length of the arm. Kind of tuck the head underneath the armpit just a little bit. I don't want you crazy cranking like that. Just kind of back. Head goes kind of underneath the armpit, and we're just gonna breathe from there. So a soft inhale from the nose. You should feel the ribs in the area of the lat muscle get nice and big when you breathe in. And then just easy exhales. I'd go through your nose again. I do 8 or so breaths in that position. You should feel the ribs move on. This is gonna be the hook line, kind of elbow reach. So we open up more of the upper back after we do the lat stretch, and I might show you a little progression you could do to really get the whole side at once, but I'll show you what we did first. So we're in the hook line, so knees are bent where you can get your whole foot kind of in the ground. Ideally, we're not gonna have the legs falling out or falling in. We're kind of in a nice straight line, so we get the feet in the ground. So I'm here, and from there, I'm gonna keep my kind of upper back on the floor, but I'm gonna reach my elbows forward at a bit of a downward angle, so I'm not way up here, I'm kind of down like this. I'll elevate my head on a pad. It's foam roller for I wouldn't go this high, but this is fine. And then I'm reaching my elbows at about a 60-degree angle. My ribs are staying back into the floor. I feel a little bit of the side of my rib cage, and I'll breathe here. And again, you should feel kind of the upper back expand down towards the ground. Feel like we got it while you're here. You should feel that same thing. We'll kind of just drop. You'll keep the elbows reached. And then again, just a light pad underneath the head so you're not way untucked like this, because that will hinder the space in between shoulder blades. Right here, easy in through the nose. Easy out through the nose, or easy out through the mouth. If you can, keep the hands a little bit outside of the elbows, or at least even with the elbows, so I'm not coming in here. Progression you could do to that would be same position. So I still have my feet in the ground with the knees bent, and I would bring up the knee. Let's do this. And I'll reach the elbow, just one this time. So same idea where I'm reaching the elbow forward, but my back is staying towards the ground. You could again put your head on a pad, and you could breathe from here. That should get the lat and that upper back a little bit on this side, some space. On the exhales, you should get your obliques kicking on. And again, the down leg is staying in the floor. I think you're holding on to kind of some arch tension. I inhale, I kind of fill up with air. Really long exhales on this. You'll feel your oblique on that side, which would be exactly what I want. And then after those two drills where we create a little bit more space, we could go to something where we actually start rotating and get kind of like a row motion going on. So I'll kind of be here, take a staggered stance. I'm gonna start with my arms reached out in front of me, kind of heavy in my heels with my knees bent. And then from there, I'm gonna pull one elbow back, and then I'm gonna reach the other arm. Head is staying perfectly locked in the middle the whole time. And then I'll just rinse and repeat on the other side. I let this arm reach forward, I pull this arm back. Again, really important for you, you're not gonna pull so far back that this cranks down like this. I would just go to about even with the torso, where there's not a ton of tension you're creating and you don't feel any impingement or so in the front of the shoulder. And then when you reach, you're not reaching so far that you kind of start doing this, where the shoulder shrugs up and you kind of side bend away from that side. But just nice and easy, pull back, reach the other, reach, pull back. Head stays locked in.